Welcome to Learning Lutheran, where we are learning the distinctives of the Lutheran faith. My name is Ples Evans, and I'll be your host. And you may be asking yourself, is this podcast even necessary? And honestly, the simple answer is no, it is not. So why even start a brand new podcast whenever the market of podcasts is saturated already? My goal is not to get my voice out there so I can be heard, but simply so I can start a conversation and start learning and understanding the Lutheran doctrines more clearly and better. I'm fairly new to the Lutheran Church. I grew up in a Calvinistic IFB church, went Reformed Presbyterian, and where I live, there's no Reformed churches, so I started attending a Lutheran church, LCMS, with my family. And it's only been a few months at this point. We aren't confirmed in the church yet, but Lord willing, one day we will be. But my plans for this are going to be to have my pastor and an elder, hopefully fairly often, come on and talk with them to help drive the conversation forward, to get better insight and clearer insight than what I can alone. And hopefully in the future, even have some of my online friends or even other friends from even some other backgrounds come on the show and talk, but still maintain a confessional Lutheran stance on this podcast. So with it being a Lutheran podcast, we'll definitely be covering the Book of Concord, Augsburg Confession, the Small and Larger Catechism, and even go through some liturgy and stuff like the Treasury of Daily Prayer. Some other things might come up that might be applicable, like my wife and I, we got a fairly large family because of that. And so if there's some way that a part of my life is applicable, that might come out in each episode, but I don't plan on talking about myself a whole lot, just rarely whenever it is applicable. And I'm hoping to eventually get this going to where the frequency of episodes is once a week, and those will mainly be, I'm sure, solo episodes of me talking to myself. But hopefully my pastor and the elder can agree to come on at least once a month each. So maybe have a guest on like every other week. But they're both busy, so we'll play it by ear, see how it goes. And two, I don't know how long each episode is going to be. This being an introductory episode, it will be shorter than the others for sure. But I guess if I had to pinpoint, I would shoot for around 20 minutes on the average. Maybe hit 30 minutes on the longer and 15 minutes on the shorter. But we'll see how it goes. It may be a longer podcast than I'm thinking. But that's all I have for this episode. Thank you for listening, for those who joined in, and I will see you next time. The Lord be with you.